Howdy, howdy, Frosty Python here. So, welcome back to Path of Exile 1. That's probably blasphemy calling it Path of Exile 1. So, we have the new Keepers of the Flame League coming out soon, and I wanted to talk about my plans for League Start and what sort of build I might go for. Bearing in mind that I think graphs and all that is going to be interesting, I'll just have a character do some random stuff in the background while I talk. Well, I can't do what I did in the previous league, which is this build. So, this particular build, which wasn't terrible by any measure, I was just running Arc Elementalist Golem. And the problem is, we lost a bit. So, in the patch notes, it mentions that the buff effect from your Ascendancy... Here we go. So, hit this one here. So... Summon golems are immune to elemental damage. The second line, 100% increased effect of buffs granted by golems is being reduced to 50%. So this build is kind of... I'm sure it's not dead, but I didn't feel like Arc was particularly the way to go. I felt like I didn't scale my offense with Lightning very well. I focused a lot more on, I suppose, survivability, defensive things on the passive tree, when instead you should just get better gear and all that sort of stuff. But even though this build is dead... kind of dead, dying. Let me run a map, and then it'll have like some sort of distraction. I'm thinking about what to do next. What's the alternatives? Let's just randomly go in here and then go bam. The alternative. What is the approach? Well, I think with the addition of the grafting system, there's going to be a whole bunch of changes to the way. Well, at least campaign is done. Oh, what am I doing? And that's a real positive thing. So I'm looking forward to maybe getting through the campaign faster than usual. I'm quite slow when it comes to campaign, so I'm not that good. I'll just be real. I ain't that good. One part of it is that I'm on controller. I'm on console, so. As a PS5 player, I do have certain limitations I have to bear with. And that also factors in with what build I go with. So, it's really inferior movement, inferior targeting of enemies. And I think you're definitely a lot faster on PC. Once you know what you're doing, and you know your keybinds and all that sort of stuff, and you've got a decent mouse and all that. And the problem, I suppose, is that melee skills are still not that great on PoE1 on controller. And it's just the way the animations are designed. Whether they ever fix that, I'm not sure they will. So it just means that you're encouraged to play any melee strike ability that operates like a ranged attack. I know all melee attacks being ranged attacks is kind of a thing as well, but it's definitely heavily incentivized, particularly early on, to pick things like Frostblades with extended melee strike range, and then try to, it's basically a bow skill. Playing bow is a lot easier. All range is much, much easier. I know it's the same on, PC as well, but it's particularly highlighted on the controller with the way that it just feels so bad to try and hit melee strikes on enemies, and then you have to close the gap between them. It's just one of those things. One of those things. It's a bit different in a PoE2. I do... melee can be slower, a lot slower first, naturally, than ranged. It's just a natural part of all ARPGs. All RPGs, really. But, onto the build. So, being a slammer is always an option. It's the easy way to go. You can easily figure out what you gotta do. I know snaking has been nerfed. Earthquake. Is it Earth Shatter? Earth Shatter. It's alright. I'm just grabbing stuff. I know it's not good, but no. That's fine. That's fine. It is what it is. I'm sure there'll be tremendous builds of every single flavor because that's the nature of PoE. So people will find a way, and I really want to pick something that is flexible, so when a graft comes along that suits it, then I can actually experiment and enjoy the unique part of the league, rather than just playing the game again for the manyth time. So, I'm sure we're on this similar boat in that regard, that we want to be able to do something that's interesting, with, you know, the familiar tones that we're used to in terms of gearing in the right direction. But if the crafting system is that useful for crafting and all that sort of stuff, maybe that opens up the door. Asynchronous trade is going to be the biggest thing, and for me, the challenge is just going to be getting to Act 6 in a timely manner, because I'm quite slow. So that's where I understand why it's Act 6. That's fine. I accept that. But it's like, it's just like, ooh, if it was a little earlier, that'd be nice too. It would be pretty handy. Oh, I'm just going so slow because I'm just trying to talk and play at the same time. Go faster! Go faster! Spam the blinks! Okay, back up. So, alternative options. I'm thinking Slam is easy mode. Simple. You just have to try and... You can build an axe. Building an axe with the crafting system might actually be quite fun. I like the idea of that, in all honesty. But I also... You see, look at this lag. I also like the idea of Spectres, because they're getting the buffs, respawn buffs, and the defensive node on that Bloodline class. Although, I will say Bloodline classes... I wanted them to be something I think about, but realistically... Look at that. It's my internet being randomly disconnected. I've had lag, really bad lag, yesterday. In particular, it was just horrific. My internet's just been shit lately. That's Australian internet for you. It happens. I'll just wait and see if it... Oh. Alright, well, I'll just talk. Yeah, the Bloodline class ascendancies, and you have to beat certain bosses for them. I've never beaten any of the bosses. I've done one Maven? Yeah, I've done one Maven. Like, I've barely done any proper endgame of Path of Exile 1. As a big problem is I can get to like level 88s and stuff. I'm getting up high level-ish. But by the time I get there, I'm out of steam. Because it takes me... I'm not a 4-hour campaign or whatever it is. The kind of guy. I generally take my time. Or, play it how I usually play it. And... Okay, let's just jump in, but let's change character up. So I generally, though... Oh, it's been standard. Generally. I try my best. I want to play something that's strong, that's easy, that doesn't put pressure on my controller. So that's the other aspect of being on controller on Path of Exile 1 versus Path of Exile 2 is you can't keybind abilities to L1, R1, L2, R2. So the triggers, you can't use them. You have to use the face buttons, which the problem with that is that you can break them. You can literally break... If you run a Cyclone build, you can actually destroy your controller. So that's one of the things... Any channeling ability as well, like a Stormburst and any of those, they can genuinely destroy the controller. So I have to play something that is normal clicks, does good damage. I'm thinking slams is an option. I said that, but summons is an option. Minions is an option on controller. As people, I've had a lot of people say not nice things about minions, and I don't think that's very. I don't appreciate that. I honestly think that it's a skill. You're putting the skill down. It's doing its damage. Minions is one of those ones where you put a lot of work. Like all of them, you just put a huge amount of work here on the tree. This is where all your damage comes from. So much of it comes from the tree. And you just reap the rewards by playing easy mode, basically. There's nothing wrong with that, I think. There's nothing wrong with minions. It's just that... I'm not sure which... I've never done Spectres properly on PoE1 because of the problem with the respawning, with them dying and properly dying when they died. Was very upsetting. And just made me go, why even have any attachment at all to them? Just let them,
Approach, challenger.
Oh god, ultimatum. Ultimato. We can do that. That's fine. Let me just Val Skeleton and then try and pop my flasks. Actually dance properly. But yeah, even then our damage isn't that good. The The gear's dog shit. Is it? Yeah, it's pretty dog shit. This character hasn't got... This is one of my old... This is my original character that I started the game on. And that's only at level 84, but it's like... What are the stats? Ooh, Chaos Res is abysmal. Not even capped res on my original character. Alright, let's focus. You know what we're going to do? We're going to grab the... I'm going to take the reward and get the hell out. What is this one? No. Stuff it. Ultimatum is no joke compared to the Trials of Chaos on PoE 2. It's just it's an absolute joke. Once you get to a certain point, I think it's like level 80, easy. Most builds, Trials of Chaos is a joke, and you just pick the right mods, you know what you're doing, and then you can just fly through it. And just I've farmed it so many times, trying to get freaking colossal behemoths and stoneclad gorillas for my companion build on PoE 2. It's just ridiculous. So SRS definitely a consideration. I like SRS. Simple. Skeletons I like as well. You can do skeletons. SRS is nice too. Zombies, I feel like you need a bit more support with them. One of the things I like about SRS is that the minions, they just run off and they just go and they clear out the whole area. I very much appreciate that. Also, skeletons I really like as a defensive tool as well, just to get in between you and the enemies and just initiate combat. I think skeletons are really great in that regard. I've never had the skeletal mages, so for me they don't exist. Basically, there's a whole bunch of minion stuff for me that I never reach that point, or I don't access it. So I've watched the learning stuff, and I played the game since before Heist. When it first came to console, I played it. And because I played the original bloody Diablo 2 on PC when that came out. So like, then I was very much not a PC person for a long time after years of that, just because of, console was cheaper, simple, and just simpler. I know both worlds, and I'm happy where I am. But oh my gosh, look at that terrible damage. But yeah, the gear is trash. So I'm very much looking forward to asynchronous trade. I feel like that's going to make the game experience for me significantly better. That's one of the things. I think trade in Path of Exile 1 is abysmal, and it's always been abysmal. For me, on console, it's been abysmal because they were separate from PC. So I don't know how the asynchronous trade is going to go. Whether they're going to actually it's asynchronous, but I don't know how it's going to. I don't know. I'm not sure how it's going to still blend with console, but console has improved a lot in terms of player base and things like that. So it should be fine. I'm thinking it'll be better than ever. Access will be better. There'll be more things, and I'll be selling stuff as always. Nothing decent, but occasionally something decent. Is it the map complete? Map's complete. Alright, let's switch character. Let's jump into something. I actually liked. This one here is actually not bad. So I'm very simple. And for me, the most important thing is just being able to progress smoothly through the campaign. That's where my focus is. Bloodline Ascendancies, I want to think that I'll get there, but I'm genuinely I'm doing that thing where I'm like, will I have the energy once I get there to do something with it? Hopefully, because I'm really interested in the Spectral Tigers. Maybe that's like having one Spectre that is got added mods. Basically, it's a companion build, basically. I'm really interested in actually getting there with a Beast Spectre and doing something interesting with it. What have we got? Bone Crypt map. We got a bunch of trash. We got any maps? Oh, we can just run it. It's only buddy. Or is it not? Is it that map or is it? Yeah. So this is a different minion build. See, I've got a whole bunch of variation. At least there's some variation. This is Absolution, and I honestly think Absolution could work really well in the Warcry one. and the basically companion build one, where it's just about... Oh, we got a div card. Hey? Sorry, I'm trying to... Picking up items is also a pain in the ass. Go Valorb. Yeah, at least this one's... And we can do our SRS. Oh gosh, I'm trying to pick up the orbs of chance. Look at me trying to pick up orbs of chance. I got no loot filters. I got nothing. I got loot filters on PoE 2, but I haven't set them up on PoE 1. I did set them up a long time ago, and then I gotta actually put effort into it. I haven't... A lot of my characters don't have any of these... the Eldritch Ember stuff on. Because I didn't know what it was. So yeah, only last league did I learn what it was. So that's to kind of give you an indication of my progression. Very, very slow. With every league I progress further. So this is like, maybe this league is going to be the one where I actually beat bosses. And then maybe I do access the Bloodline classes. But the key to that is picking a build that actually gets there. I'm just not really interested in the loot. Is that it? No. How do I get out of... Oh, I have to go through the portal. It's... Okay, there we go. See? I remember. I've done this map before. I remember it. Okay, just let me... So I do think Absolution could be fine. I mean, Absolution's always nice to play, in all honesty. It's just... really simple, great range, mix of fizz. We could do Herald of Purity, because I know there's Herald stacking. I mean, a bunch of Herald things you could do, interesting stuff. I know there's the new wand spells. I do like wands, but I don't know. I don't know how kinetic rain blast, all that stuff's gonna... The shield one looks okay, but it has to be triggered. I don't like two-stage things. I don't like combo work. Except for Essence Drain Contagion, that's fine. I honestly think that's the only combo that's acceptable. Oh, gosh. But yeah, this guy's a bit tankier than... I mean, this is a good character. Ah. Let me just... Not a lot of flask dancing on this character, though. I just summoned some... So I don't think there's anything wrong with playing minions. I like minions. I know it's slightly easier, but also it's easier on the controller, easier on my hands. One of the things that I do worry about with gaming now is that, you know, I don't put too much pressure on my bloody hands. My poor fingers. Yeah, but we'll see. It really depends on what build you're playing. So I'm trying to avoid stress, basically. So play something that's too easy and then my brain turns off. Play something that's somewhat invested. That's why I'm hoping the graphs are so much more interesting so I can pay attention, because sometimes in RPGs like Diablo 4 I fell asleep, you know. It's not good. And it's more of a me problem, obviously, but nothing worse than playing a game and just feeling like you're nodding off. You can check out some of my old VODs, my Calandra League VOD. I swear you could fall asleep to that. That's in a good way. Not in a boring kind of way, but more just a very easy, ooh. Okay, let's take the word. Okay, can you just... Yeah, there you go. So I'm considering a Venom Gaia build and going with Chaos, or maybe even just switching to Cold, but you know, any sort of clever thing you have to relies on you getting certain uniques, which I never get. So now asynchronous trade opens the possibility of any build I pick actually having a pathway to success. But at the same time, it's like, well, that also means that if I pick something that everyone else is doing, it'll be much easier to progress as well. So Is it better to do something basic and then progress to the point of getting to the bloodline ascendancy, and then that's when I do something completely different and funky? You know, that's like, where do you want your variation? Where do you want your enjoyment? Because we're doing Breach. There's going to be lots and lots and lots of monsters everywhere on the screen. So... Ooh.
I am no beast of burden.
Okay, what have we got? Anything decent here? Also, identifying a town sounds very nice. I'm trying to remember the crafting recipes, whether it's worth keeping things with quality. Blah, blah, blah. That's fine, let's just go. What are you doing? Tell me what you think. What are you thinking about with Breach? Is it about defense first? Killing everything before it kills you? I'll show you the ascendancy. So we're doing Divine Guidance. Increase their effect per run for the next mana. Extra energy shield. The minimum power charges. I mean, I could have done the, you know, the big guardian statue dude and all that sort of stuff. Yeah, is it about offense or defense? Oh, obviously both. Oh, I've got to do one more. Because I don't really like piano flasking, I'll be honest. So being tanky is good. In my book, it's good. I mean, yes, killing everything is optimum, but just in case. And for another spicy take, I really enjoyed Frisia. I really enjoyed the alternate ascendancies there. I do wish we get a lot of these alternate ascendancies into Path of Exile 2. It needs them bad. It needs all of them scrapped and just to bring in the fresh ones, honestly. Like, it absolutely desperate to just chuck them all out and start fresh. Or at least show all they've got and then do it. 3, 2. Please. Give me some absolutions. Okay, so none of this is a challenge, of course, because it's a special. Bloody hell. Dark grip map. You got a 6. Oh, yeah. I mean, bow builds are the other option. Let's... Oh, we got a Convoking Wand there. Is it worth looking at? No. Okay, so let's get back. Not complete. Alright, let's switch character. I'm considering bow builds as well. Skiing on this one. Okay, we've got... What have I got? which bow characters have I got that have actually made it to level 70? Oh my gosh, there's not even finished campaign. I've got a bunch of characters that haven't even finished campaign. That's how bad I am. I tell you. I tell you. Oh, no waypoint in the quarry. That's my challenge. Campaign is my world of challenge. But I was considering the puncture playthrough. Very simple. Mirage Archer. Oh my gosh, I got no defense. What have I done? Okay, so we've got... Oh my gosh. Learn to play! Okay, yeah, this is character's cooked. It's cooked! Okay, maybe not... Is he just immune to bleed? What's up with that? Okay, so you know bow builds. I'm not doing bow. It just feels so shit playing bow. The problem is the face buttons. If we had trigger options, that would be fantastic. But they don't want to do that. They should do that. They should have done that years ago. Oh, they should have learned from Diablo 2 Resurrected. Because they gave you the option to map. Oh my god. Look at this terrible build. This terrible puncture bow which does no damage. Okay, what is the bow? It's doing like elements and stuff. But it's like, I'm using puncture. It's like, it's physical. Okay, this is dog water. So not a puncture bow, not like this one. Oof, that's not a good one. Totems was an option, but I don't really like totems. Oh, we got this one. I'm showing you all my characters. This one's a fire trap. Oh, we can do a map here. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. So what's my plan? I haven't got a plan. That's the plan. Oh my gosh. What have we got here? Reliquary key. Tremendous. I haven't sorted out my stash tabs from the last season. I don't even think about it. Look at the idols. I like the idols. Honestly. Legitimately, I like the idols. That's how weird I am. It's the self-reporting. Okay, we got any maps somewhere? Here we go, we got maps. Let's grab one that's like the Maven currently hold. Oh my gosh. Okay. Gotta get used to the controller. We could just do. Oh no, why am I doing that? Because it's a different button on the bloody hell. Why are the buttons always different on all these bloody games? Okay. And then we... Regals are rare as hell, aren't they? Stupid Regals. They really stuffed up the rarity Regals. I mean, it really encourages essences though, doesn't it? So... Okay, here we go. Let's see. Whatever. I'll tell you. Oh my gosh, this map. Okay, so what do we got here? We got... Oh, so we got totems. Do we? Totem? Yeah, we have totem, SRS. This is skeleton SRS, okay. But it has poor mana regen. Damn, this is a slow character. Look at me, I'm walking in slow motion. Yeah, I don't... Okay, I want to play a character that's fast. So I do think Venom Gaia, Trickster maybe, something simple. Or Slammer, but I actually have speed. Do I have any Slammers that have speed? Jumping all the time, it's just leap slamming the whole time though. Okay, definitely not this character though. What are my boots? Those are dog shit. Okay, yeah, this character's just yeah, this is not the most okay, let's switch character. Okay, so do we have Clawcock. So this is okay, where are we up to? Okay, we can jump, you can jump in that map. That's a bit of a level difference, but it should be. I don't know, it wasn't too bad, was it? This character might be bricked.
I did.
Wait, so you're saying it hasn't finished? Oh my gosh, hasn't finished. Oh my gosh. No waypoint. No waypoints. You are kidding me. Oh my gosh. Okay, so my plan for league start for Taker, I mean the flames and stuff. Okay, so this is a this is a Venom guy, isn't it? Venom guy? Cobra Lash. So Cobra Lash or Venom guy. Which one? Okay, so this is kind of what one of the ideas I wanted to do. Don't stand right in front of the enemy's face and let them hit you in the face. Having bear in mind this character's whatever. Oh my gosh, have some damage, please. Okay, what's going on here? What's the what's the going on here? We have Mistwalker, elusive on critical strike. We have ambush and assassinate. Okay. What are my crit chances? Okay. Okay, so maybe not. Maybe not the Venom guy, Cobra Lash style. I know this character's old, doesn't have a bunch of stuff. Oh my gosh, stop doing that to me. Oh, this guy... do I have no defense at all? Okay, wait a second. Wait a second. I had like 2k evasion. That's like nothing. Okay. And armor and evasion I've got on here. Real winner. I mean, this is a character from years ago. But, yeah. Okay. Switch character. Alright, so that one's not so good. Oh my goodness, we got one of these. Here we go. Bam! Tier 4. Amazing. What am I doing? Alright. Can you not act? Oh, here you go. Okay, it's working. It's working. It's always a relief. Okay, so I do have an RF character. I did do it once. I did follow the guide and go, wait a second, this isn't working, and then eventually it works. So that's always nice. So I don't think I don't think so.
Well done. Now be a good assistant and find a place to deploy a tower. Exile, are you going? Hello? Please do not test my limit. Fire's flame. The blight is reacting.
Okay, so let me just focus on...
Exile.
Okay, can you guys just Piss off. So Righteous Fire is always an option. Just follow a build guide and set it all up and all that stuff. And do what you're told. Maybe that's the answer. It's just do what I'm told. Rather than doing my own thing, trying to be creative and just rely on minions at the end and never progress properly. It's just follow the build guide, actually beat the bosses, actually do something meaningful. I don't know. I mean, the other option, of course, is copying some streamer and then doing the same build they do. But then if they're playing hardcore, it's like, that's fine, I suppose. Because then other people in their chat copy their build, and then that means that it's easier. Oh, you devil! Corrupted Blood is so stupid. I hate Corrupted Blood.
Success.
Okay. Corrupted Blood can go eat a ham sandwich. Oh, let's go.
The single round challenger.
I hate Ultimatum. Why is it so... We can't do reduced recovery, we just die instantly.
The storm approaches.
Oh, you devil. Damn, we're getting... those... What's a Chaos Res? Oh! Okay. Minus 31 Chaos Res isn't the most impressive. Okay, yeah. Oh yeah, I've got to do that, and then that, and then... Oh, I haven't got automation on! What else we got? I guess we just keep going. And we just keep going on that.
Lightning gives little warning.
I don't know. I don't know about an RF build. It's a simple thing. The simplest of things. But at the same time, it's effective. It's just, I just didn't enjoy playing it because you're not really playing a lot. So maybe it's finding something to go with it that coexists with it that actually makes it enjoyable. But I imagine there's some good graphs. That may be the good offensive channel. Focus purely on defense and setup, and then... I'm not going to bother with that. Who wants freaking marks? Like, that's just... That cannot be a reward in Ultimatum. It's the stupid heist currency that you get thousands of. Piss off. Okay. I'm not even immune to Ignite. Oh my god, so bad. I mean, these are all characters from years ago, but still. Okay, it's tough. It's tough planning a league start when you're one of those people who just doesn't want to follow instructions. And just wants to do their own thing, thinking that they would have more fun, and then they end up just not getting that far in, and never progressing that far in endgame. It's like that endless armor and evasion. At least the armor is... I mean, look at my gear! Jesus. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what to say. Some of my builds are so bad. To just this one here is a slammer. I think this is a slammer. Like, yeah, it's a slammer. No, it's another. I got a whole bunch of characters that are just. So I was in love with Cyclone for a long time, so I met a lot of Cyclone characters. Okay, so this one's a slammer. What am I using? What is my skill? So Sunder, which apparently got buffed. Slightly buffed. Sunder got buffed? Yeah, I think Sunder got buffed. I mean, Slam's nice. Oh, but it's got even more powerful. Yeah, I know there's probably more better optimal setups for the weapon and stuff like that. But, I mean, this weapon's got freaking elements and it's dog water. So, you can only up from here. But it's like, I wouldn't mind, honestly. I feel like going back to basics, because the problem is I'm just going to end up going Spectres and then trying to get to that boss that gives you the Spectre, gives you defense, and then not getting to it. Or like trying to get to the boss that gives you the Spectral Tigers, because I want the Spectral Tigers. Cast on cat, and cat on crit, that's it, cat on crit. Which would be cool, but like, slams, dude. Slams are so simple, so easy. I don't just, like, this is just a crap level 60 freaking Sunder. And yet it's good to play, so. Like, it's got no problems with mana or anything. It's got the ancient thing going, which I think is cool, but people no one else ever uses it. So, like, obviously it's not good. Yeah, this is a good character. See, I have some good ones. The build concept is good. Who's the flame character? Ice magic, yes. What's this one? Obviously, ice magic. God damn. This is Diaries of the Perineal Noob. Trapped in a circle of total uselessness. Okay, so we did the boss, but there was still part of the map to clean up. Maybe I can just clean it up. Was there any? Yeah, it was bottom right, wasn't it? Yeah, bottom right. So this is a... Yeah, big Guardian one. Proper Guardian. Guardian? Is it SRS or is it... What is it? I mean, you always do... You always have SRS in the background, but... Okay, is this... What else is in this top left corner? Okay. Okay, do. I will say, the planting the bombs and stuff on people on increased damage, sure. Quantity of items dropped by bombs. Immune to fire damage. I love the idea of seeing what this build can do without that. Immune to lightning. Oh, wonderful. Alright. I got a logbook. Yeah, this isn't a bad one. I mean, it's just a Guardian Summoner. I'll just pick up random shit off the ground by accident. I mean, yeah, this one isn't too bad. Okay. Okay. Okay, the gear is... The helmet's... Okay, the gear is trash. The gear is trash, yes, yes. I mean... I think asynchronous trade is going to help me a lot more than a lot of other people. I feel like it's going to make it much easier for me to get decent items. Because I'm obviously not doing harvest properly. And not... I didn't even know about harvest crafting for a long time, so... Yeah. This is, It's not a bad character. It's just got bad gear. Got Void Sphere. The old Void Sphere, eh? For Toda League! Ooh, I want Toda back. Alright, yeah, I don't think there's anything else worth mentioning on my classes. Why am I even showing them? They're so bad. This is the history. This is my entire history of Path of Exile. Oh my gosh, he's peak. He's peak play. Oh yes, here we go. This is my idea of... This is what I used to think peak was. Is you need to do... Cast on... Cock. SRS. Cast on Cyclone. Why not cast your... your Raging Spirits while doing Cyclone? I think it's a perfect... It's a marriage. Perfect marriage. Truly beautiful stuff. This is the peak of originality. In all the build guides on Path of Exile, this is number one, obviously. You've got to do Cyclone and SRS at the same time. And I got a Battle Summon Skeletons. Used to destroy the PlayStation 4. I mean, everything... The PlayStation 4 went through a lot. Bloody earth. Heist was unplayable on console at launch. For a while. It was just terrible. Alright, we're at the foothills. What am I... Yeah. So what do you think? What do you like to do original things? Do you like to copy others? Or do you like to be inspired by others? Like, is it all about how you frame it? The mentality. Do you like Cyclone? I like Cyclone. I just don't want to press down the button the whole time and break my controller. What have I got on my Cyclone? So we've got a sword, naturally. Cyclone must be done with a sword, as is a rule. And we've got... Oof. Okay. Yeah, it's a sword. We've got a 6-socket. I mean, we have a 6-socket armor. It's a little low on stats. It's dog shit. I mean, it's got 6 sockets. Holy shit. Holy shit. How do I check the sockets? What is the button for that? Circle? Okay. So we got Cyclone, we got Cast while Channeling, we got Infused Channeling support, Mana Leech support, and Summon Raging Spirit. Amazing. Peak damage with Cyclone. We have... Oh yeah, they ruined all the banners, and they used to be good. I mean, they used to be mandatory. Herald... What was it? Defiance banner? And then Determination. And Purity of Elements. All the noob supports, because you need them. I mean, look at this character, slicing through things. Oh, I'm out of mana. So embarrassing. We should just be life tap support, but and then just have health regen. Oh, look at that! Slicing through them. Like a ballerina. Pirouetting. Okay, that's enough. Alright, so my plan is to have no plan. And then like play I don't know. I legitimately don't know what I'm gonna do. Like minions, because it's easy, and the passive tree for minions makes sense to me, but then I don't like. I'm just so used to never getting any of the gear needed to do any builds that are mildly interesting. So like, I make my own interesting builds to kind of balance it out. So now with the asynchronous trade, maybe I can make interesting builds. Maybe I can access more variety of things and do interesting stuff. Or do I just copy everyone else and not think for myself? Or like get inspired by others? Or I play a slammer and I just play some shitty slam, but it's okay because I'm my own person and it's not a big deal. What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? Keeper of the Flame? I mean, it's Breach, so it's going to be, I think, Big Fat Armor Slammer is an easy idea. Easy. And then just try and get a massive weapon. And then watch Buddy Alkaiser, and then like copy his build, basically. that's the idea. Or we play Wands, you know, and then I'm watching Steel Mage. I think he wanted to go Wands. I don't know what he decided he was going to do eventually. But maybe it's like a kinetic blast with the kinetic stuff with the Wands, and then being like, It's just so shit that I can only play with square, circle, X, and triangle when I can't use the triggers. When triggers play on Path of Exile 2 is the way to go. And same with Diablo 2 Resurrected and Diablo 4. I mean, just let me use the triggers for a skill, and then it just makes everything much better. I'm not doing any Lightning Arrow. I never played Lightning Arrow. I did the Toxic Rain once for a bit. Nah. No ballistas. I like ballistas, but nah. Same with totems. I don't like totems or ballistas or mines. Or traps. I don't like any of those. Because I don't like a trigger and then it activates. But yeah, I'm just weird like that. Are you weird like that? How weird are you? Alright, there's been a long ass Perineal Noob League start discussion with Frosty Fire 10. Like and subscribe. I'll catch you next time. When I stop talking. Alright, catch you next time. Bye bye.